Well, hello, my friend, and welcome to another Chef Land show. And today we have something very special for you. In addition to my special friend cooking with me, Chef Brian is in the house, and he brought some handy dandy leftover stir fry that has a little twist on it. And you'll have to meet us down inside to find out that twist. But I promise you, this is absolutely gorgeous and delicious. So join us around the corner, and let's cook this thing. All right, welcome back, my friend, and we are ready to get going on this. So, Chef Brian, what are we cooking today?
Today, we are going to do a non-traditional stir-fry.
Non-traditional?
Correct.
In what way?
Well, with the seasonings,
okay.
First off. Second, we're just using everything from leftover preps.
Very cool.
This week. So, whatever I had in the fridge, we just pulled out. And this is a recipe you can do anything with. Let's say I'm using rice today. You don't have to have rice. You can use pasta. There's dried Asian noodles that are great for stir frying.
Right.
That would be great in here, and they could just be in your pantry laying around.
Fantastic. So we're going to cook today, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this turned on and get it preheating. So what do we got going on right here?
All right, we have start out with the onion. We have diced onion. It's half an onion I had left over.
Okay.
Some garlic cloves. I went ahead and minced on a microplane. I have some leftover rice, which is great. You always want to use leftover rice because it dries out and it gets the moisture out, which makes it good for frying, so it's not all sticky. If you use fresh rice, it's just going to turn to a mush.
Yep.
Next, I have some green beans, which is very minimal. I have some green onion for garnish.
Very pretty too.
Thank you.
Tell how did you slice those?
I sliced it on a bias at a 45.
Yeah.
And it makes a little diamond shape.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
And then I have some julienne carrots.
Okay.
And bell pepper. And then finally we have some chicken. Now let's say you don't have any.
Now isn't this a state bird of Arkansas?
Actually, yeah. It might be the state bird of the world.
It might be.
Everybody eats chicken.
Actually, that's not true, guys. The mockingbird is the state bird of Arkansas, but we raise more chickens than any other where, probably in the world, I'm guessing.
It's quite a bit.
I don't know, millions and millions every year. Anyway, go ahead.
Let's say you don't have any of these leftover vegetables here. Well, I always have these bags of mixed vegetables in my freezer. You get them at the grocery store, just pick them up. It's a couple bucks. And these meals makes it where you don't have to go out to the store. You just take whatever you have at home. And for me, I always have onion and I always have garlic. Fresh.
Always, yeah.
Always, because it goes in almost every single dish. Like I said, this is not a traditional stir fry. Today we're going to use taco seasoning.
I can't wait for this. He told me that. I'm just like, I can't wait.
And the funny thing is I haven't done this before.
What?
I haven't done taco seasoning. The last couple of weeks ago, I did do this dish, but I used lemon pepper seasoning.
You're guinea pigging me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think it's going to turn out really good.
I think it will. I can't wait. All right. So what are we going to do? We got the pan preheating, and I can tell you right now it needs to be hotter. Yeah. So that's going to take a minute.
Yep.
And then we'll start frying. What's the first thing you're going to fry?
First thing is going to be the chicken.
All right. So we're not going to make you wait on this to heat up. So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to cook this thing. See you around the corner. All right. Welcome back, my friend, and we're about to start cooking. So let's get after it.
Absolutely. Let me get some oil in here. You're actually wearing an apron.
I am wearing an apron today. You know, I normally don't. If you ever see me wearing an apron on this show, what that means is I should have worn an apron when I was doing other stuff, because now I have it all over the front of me. Thanks for, calling me out on that one. But
yeah,
that's just it. Yeah, I made a mess on the front of me, and I'm covering it up. I thought, and black is slimming. Slimming. All right. So what are we doing?
We're going to saute this chicken, get it cooked.
So I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you up close and personal so you can see this happen, and we'll be right back with that. All right, we're back, and you now have a face full of steam. So go ahead, Brian.
Absolutely.
So we got the chicken going.
We got the chicken searing right now, and it's seasoned. I used that taco seasoning.
All right.
And now we're just waiting. We're going to stir it Because nobody wants to eat raw chicken. That's how you can get food poisoning, mainly salmonella.
I've never tried to temp anything this small before, but it's not ready.
It's not ready. And then once this is done cooking, we're going to remove it from the pan, add some more oil, and I'm going to deglaze the fond, stuck to the bottom.
What are we deglazing with?
I'm going to grab something.
So deglazing that he just mentioned, you can see right here all this brown stuff. It's called, the French call it fond, and it's just where the protein from the chicken has, and some of the seasoning has stuck to the bottom. And so what happens on deglazing is you put a hot pan, you put a cold liquid in there. A lot of times in French cooking, we'll use white wine at this point. If you don't do wine or any other kind of alcohol, you can use a chicken stock or something like that, or you could just use plain water, actually. One of the most popular ways to deglaze is with both a liquid and an aromatic like an onion, for example.
Exactly.
All right, so you're setting those off to the side.
Let's go ahead and throw in our onion. Get that sweating.
Okay. So you hear it sizzling. This is amazing for removing that fond off the bottom.
I might need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, let me help you. Yeah, it's starting to come up. So why do you do that? Why do you get the fond off the bottom of the skillet or your pan?
Because you'll burn it.
It will burn, but it also adds the flavor back to what you're doing. You notice how it's starting to clean that off the bottom?
I'd like to sweat these a little bit. If we can turn up the heat just a little while.
A little bit, okay. I am really excited to taste your taco seasoning
I know.
fry.
I know. I am too.
This is going to be good.
But it just goes to show that you can do whatever you want.
Right.
You know, there are no rules. That's what a recipe is, like you told me.
Yeah.
It's a guideline.
It's a guideline.
And once you know basics of cooking, you can just play. So and this is basically what we're doing today. Is play.
So
very correct. Let's go ahead and get all this in there.
All right. So now what he's doing now basically is all those vegetables that he covered with us have now been have been put in the pan for saute. So he's getting that done.
Basically, we're just going to move it around until they get a little tender. You still want a bite.
Yeah, a little crunch on those bell peppers.
The green beans,
sure.
Bell peppers, the carrots.
Yeah.
People that have dentures do not like al dente stuff.
No, that's
because
right.
They have a hard time eating.
Yeah. Yep.
I did not know that or think of that. And I made restaurant quality green beans and nobody liked it.
Right? They couldn't bite it. So what he's done now, if you missed that, he's added the chicken back in here, and this is literally on the final go-around, isn't it?
Absolutely.
When we come back, we're going to do a little taste test, make sure the seasoning's right, and then we'll get a couple plates, and we'll be sure we're going to have some fun tasting this thing. So I'm going to come back around the corner, and we'll get to plating and tasting. See you then. All right, my friend, and you know what time it is. It's my favorite time of the day. It's tasting time. So, hey, let's get our taste testers to join us over here. Come on, ladies, get over here. Come on, come on, come on. We are going. This is what it's all about, right? Getting it on the table. And no, you ladies, come here in the middle. Come on now. Come on, man. All right, listen. I'm not waiting, guys. I'm getting a little chicken, So this stir fry with this taco seasoning, I literally haven't tasted it yet. So let's see how it goes. Who knew? You know what? It sounds weird at first, but
the flavors go.
That's delicious. What are you laughing about? Well, this is so good, you'd happy dance. Come on, where's your happy dance?
If I happy dance, I might fall.
Guys, Brian, this is absolutely good. You know, when you first said taco seasoning, I was like, Scooby-Doo. but this is delicious.
Thanks.
So what this, again, teaches me, by the way, one of the things, let me mention this before I pontificate. This is a nice little garnish that Brian added. Tell them real quick how you made these little green onion slivers like this to curl up.
I took a green onion and I sliced it long ways, really in thin strips. And then you just dip it in ice water and then they'll curl up.
Mm-hmm. Guys, if you're looking for that weeknight dinner, weeknight winner, you go into the fridge, look for some leftovers, and there you have it. Bada bing, bada boom. Very simple, very quick to put together. And you know all the ingredients. You can pronounce all the ingredients. This is absolutely delicious, my friend.
Thank you.
Good job. Well, I'm glad you joined us today on the Chef Lance Show. And until we meet again, remember this: a day in the kitchen beats a day of working any day. We'll see you next time. Guys, this is really good. Thanks for coming out again.
Yeah,
good to see you again.
You too.
Give me a hug. All right.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Good job. Yeah. Absolutely. This is the outtake part, by the way. Yeah. This is really good.
Yeah, I like the flavor.
Yeah. It. Who knew?
Just goes to show technique and knowing basic methods of how to do things. You can throw anything together.
You really can. And, you know, and you and I went to school together, but now that I'm teaching, and everybody's like, yeah, we're not cooking the recipe today. You know, sometimes I'll throw them off by, no, today we're doing this. They freak out because there's no recipe. We're not doing that. We're teaching you technique and flavor. Put it together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then that's how you get things done. In the restaurant business, what you do is you go in your walk-in, and you have to go, that's about to go bad. I need to get rid of that, and that needs to move out of here. And then you create a dinner special based on
what is about to go.
What's available.
Exactly.
And that needs to get out. And it cuts down on food waste, as well as having the knowledge. You can make a dish out of that. So good job. Thanks for coming again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yep. Looking forward to all the future times.
Absolutely.
All right.